Well, hey guys, this is DK Spencer, and today I'm going to show you some products that are available from artactical.online, and I will put the link for the website in the description. If you haven't checked them out yet and you're into less lethal stuff, definitely check out this website. I have purchased from them before, so I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've purchased in the past. But all this stuff here was sent to me as a promotional gift set to show you guys some of the stuff that they have available. So first of all, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've purchased in the past because they're not those products are not in here. I'm not sure that all this is still available. For one thing, the Jaw Droppers chamber caps, I think they are sold out of these, but they do have their own version of chamber caps. So these work on FSCs, TCPs, and TRPs. So I really like these. I haven't tried their brand yet, but I hear good things about them. So that's one thing that I've purchased before in the past from them. Another thing would be the VKS Pro barrel sleeve. So this is a longer barrel nut. So if you're modifying an older VKS before they became pros, they've got a really short barrel nut and you get wobble in the barrel. So this actually prevents that. So you replace the short one from the original VKSs and put this in, and it stabilizes your barrel better. They also sent me with that order a nice little clip-on knife here, which is really cool. I am a knife guy. I'm not a focus guy today, apparently, but I am a knife guy. And they also sent, now they sent me other stuff too, but I ordered other stuff too, but I've used it, so I can't show it to you. It's in bills somewhere other than here. They sent me some really cool little metallic skull emblems, stick-on metallic skull emblems, which are really cool. So anyway, now let's get to what they sent me. So we've got some performance springs for M17s or CQMFs. So we got that there. Unfortunately, I don't have a M17 or a CQMF right now. So I might actually send these to Greg at East Coast Less Lethal and let him try them out. Because I'm probably not going to be picking up another one anytime soon. So that might work out best to do that. And speaking of Greg at East Coast Less Lethal, here's probably the biggest thing that everybody's wondering about. They did send me a pack of the Less Lethal Jewels, the 8-gram 684 bore projectiles. So they were telling me that these actually come out to be closer like to 685. So a little bit bigger than 684. So if you're using them in a 686 barrel, that actually gives you a little bit better of a bore match. And Greg actually has tested some of these, and he is already saying good things about them. I don't think he's made a video yet or anything, but he was telling me that he's really liking these. So we'll definitely test some out as well. And I tell you what, let's see here. So unfortunately, my gauge does not have an actual 685 gauge on it. Those are really good looking balls. They do not. I do not see a seam in them, which is a good thing. So yeah, they won't go through the 684. They do go through the 687. So yeah. So they're definitely bigger than 684. Let's see here. Hold that thought again. Tell you what I do have is a 686 smooth bore barrel. Huh. Yeah. That's bore matched. Like, if I hold the bottom of that, hey, it won't even go down if I'm holding it. And there it does. Huh. Yeah, that's a, wow, okay. Nice. All right, so they definitely work in a 686 barrel. Great bore match. Smooth balls, man. Smooth balls. I guess we could check the weight too, right? 8.15, 8.19, 8.21, 8.19, 8.20, whoa, come here, guy. 8.19, 8.17, 8.20, 8.16, 8.18, 8.20. So it looks like they're all between 8.16 and 8.20. And I'm not 100% that this scale's the most accurate setting on this soft surface. 8.2, 8.15, 16. These are the same ones. I'm just going back through them. 16, 20, 21, 20, whoa, 19, 18, 15. So for all intents and purposes, 8.2-ish. So really good. Those are really nice. I'm actually impressed with how those look. So there's that. They're very smooth. Very, very smooth. All right. So let's see what else we got here. All right. So we covered the M17 springs. So he also sent me some FSC springs. They got little pluses on them. Not exactly sure what that means, but I assume these are a little stronger than your regular FSC spring. So let's. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, those are great. You probably use that in a VKS if you wanted to, honestly. Let's see here. Here's a regular FSC spring. Right in your face. Yeah, definitely tougher. So that's awesome. All right. See, we did kind of test something. So FSC, TCP, TRP, sear spring upgrades for the regulator. Then we've got O-rings for FSCs, TCPs, TRPs, VKSs. You wouldn't need this in a VKS because they already have a stronger spring. Then we've got actual regulator springs. These are awesome. So what this is, this goes in your regulator. So there's two things with this. Whenever, all right, with less lethal stuff, if you're using a FSC, a TRP, a TCP, most of us are going to have these things, the regulator cranked all the way down to get maximum power all the time. So the spring in your regulator stays compressed all the time. So over time, it can actually shorten. Sometimes you get them that are already a little short from the factory. So this will not only give you a little bit more power if it's new, also over time, once your factory one, you're going to lose power in a FSC, TCP, VK. These work in VKS as well, TRP. So over time, even if your spring was long enough from the factory, these are great to get to bring them back to life, and it's actually going to give it, potentially a little bit more power than it had to start with. But it'll definitely bring back your lost power over letting one sit fully compressed for extended period of time, which we all do, right? Now I do in my VKSs, a lot of times I will crank them down. I will crank them out anyway, so that's not a case. But now that I can get these, good times. So that's awesome. Not something you can find many places nowhere I would want to buy other than here. So this is a power mod for an FSC. So this is basically a chamber cap. This is going to actually stick out the back, so this is adding quite a bit of volume. Now, like the ones like this and the brand that they have, these actually fit flush with the back and just give a little bit more volume. This is going to be a lot more volume. So then I want to take a look at this because he's also got a cover for it. So you're going to actually put this on the back. That is nice. That is really nice. That is some nice machining right there. Very nice machining. So that's going to fit, you know, you're going to have this sticking out the back of your FSC. Come on, guy, work with me here. All right. That's going to go over it like that, bolt to the back. So I don't have one taken apart to show you. But anyway, you get the idea. It's going to cover the back of it, hold it in there, make it look real nice. I swear. All right. So, and then that does come with the screws. And those are, those are if you're using a rear air adapter. So you can be able to actually, you know, like with a, I probably can show you one of those. Yeah, there we go. So like this is one for a patrol carbine. So this would allow you to those screws, so you wouldn't use this anymore with like a patrol carbine or a FSC on air, but that's going to let you be able to put this in, and then those longer screws will allow it to bolt up to the back of it. So basically you can use it on CO2 or air. That's what I'm getting at. All right, very nice, very, very nice. That is really nice quality. Hopefully it focused long enough for you guys to at least get a glimpse of how it looked. I don't know what's going on with my focus today. All right. Then we've got a FSC TCP magazine. All right, so this is a 16 gram with 12 gram adapter. So this is kind of like the C mags. You have to have a factory mag. You take out, you take all the screws out of your factory mag, take your pin out, everything, and just convert everything over to this. It's got a nice sleeve on it to fill in the gap because this is going to be a little longer. I believe this is 8-shot. Don't hold me to that, but they've got their logo on the side of it, which looks really nice. So good looking mag, actually really good looking mag. For something that's printed, it looks really nice. Some of the printed mags out there have that, they scream, I've been printed on a 3D printer. This one has a nice finish to it, so it looks really, really nice. So I do like that. Hopefully I'll be trying that out and showing it to you very soon. I just got some 16 gram CO2. So, and then last but not least, we've got an FSC, basically your rail kit for when you're wanting to do a carbine build. How does this bag open? Lord. I jacked that all up. So what you do with this, you're going to actually take your sights off, and then these little guys actually, and those are nice, these little guys actually slide in place of the sights and give you screw points. So then this will actually fit over them like that, and you screw that down into there, and then this will go on like that. Now it'll obviously fit flush when there's no sights under there holding it up, But what you get out of this is you get a top rail that you can put an optic on, and then you also get a barrel nut that you can attach a handguard to. Let's see, hang on. So like say you wanted to put a hold on. So like if you wanted to put a CQMF handguard on one, and like I say, that's going to fit down there flush, and then longer barrel, there you go. So very nice, very, very nice. I'm doing a bad job showing it off because I'm too lazy to take the sights off to do it, but we will do it in the future. So you see, yep, there you go. So good stuff. He's got a lot of stuff on the site that, like I say, you just don't find anywhere else. So make sure to go check the site out. A lot of stuff that's just really, really useful, and you might not even know that you needed it or it existed until you check it out and see. So there you go, artactical.online. And thanks you guys for watching, and catch you all on the flip side. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Woohoo! Yeah.